What is going on, guys? You know, hope you're all doing well. Today we are on Chaos Zero Nightmare. Sorry, because well, I have been streaming recently and I didn't post any content besides streaming, but now we are back to it. Chaos Zero Nightmare, as you know, just like kind of dropped recently. It's been freaking 3 days since I'm recording this, and in this video I am going to show you what got nerfed, buff, and changes between every single character, between the playtest and the official launch that we already know what are we playing now. So without further ado, let's dive in. So first of all, I'm going to go to Agent Collection and go through every changes that could happen to every single character for you and how did all those changes will affect them a little bit later. So first of all, here we have Luke. So his card are now this one, and before that, his card was a little bit different. Unfortunately, I don't have the list before the like on what it was before on English, but I have it in French because I like translated it. But here we have it. So this is my guide, by the way, but in French. So starting card, kind of the same as you can see. So there is 100% damage, 100% damage, 100% shield. But here's the changes here. So rapid fire got a massive buff, as you can see right now. So it's 50% x2 damage, create handgun bullet equals to the number of critical hits. So it doesn't change there. I'm doing the translation. But now, instead of a plus 15% chance of critical chance, it is a 50% whole. So this is a huge buff of 35% more critical chance on the rapid fire. And rapid fire is like the main core mechanic, like the main card that you want to upgrade as you play Luke. So this is a massive upgrade for him, that massive W here for Luke. So he's going to be a little bit more usable, especially early on when you don't really have critical chance on him. So the stealth reload doesn't change that much. It's create 2 bullets. Is the same. The late one here is the same. Dance of the Demon, that is a little bit of the change, because before there is, so it was dealing damage equal to the number of bullet we used. We use this turn by 50%, plus it have like a fixed damage of 100. Now it is a fixed damage. It is fixed for 50% damage, and have one more hit equals to the number of bullets we use this round. His ultimate like card here changed as well, as you can see. It even changed the name of it. So before it was the Deadly Rounds, which was doing 100% damage and increase by 40% damage by the number of bullets that you used. Now the card we have on the official game, it is this unique bullet system, which deal 200% damage after using 5 handgun bullet cards. Well, you will be able to use it. So in the fight, you will have to use at least 5 handgun bullet in order to use this one. So it's going to be a little bit more tricky to use it, but it's going to do more damage, and it's 0 cost. Like, it doesn't cost any single thing. So massive buff, massive buff here. And even his Hugo skill got a little bit of something. If I can show you. So now it is 300% and 15% for each card in the hand. Before it was a 250. So a massive boost of 50% more damage here. Now let's take a look at the Epiphany. So the Epiphany changed a little bit because, well, now we have way more critical chance on every single bullet. But before it was something more like this. So yeah. Overall here, massive buff for Luke. You have more critical chance, and Luke relies a lot on his critical chance, so he may be way more usable than before. after that, before the playtest, it was like kind of okay character because we didn't have enough critical chance in order to actually deal damage with him. But now it seems that this is behind him, and this card does even more damage, but cost of 3, 50% x6 upon bullet card, reduce the cost of 1 for 1 turn. So this is really good. So massive buff for Luke. He is a winner from the playtest to the official gaming launch. Khalipe. Khalipe is another one that got massive changes. Yeah, like Luke, I don't have like her official, like our playtest card. I only have the playtest card in French again, but we can still take a little look here. So what we used to have was cost 1, 100% damage, cost 2, 220 damage, shield, and vulturization was dealing damage to everyone for 140%. So it is a little nerf by 40% here, and it is now it is not retrieve anymore, so you don't use it and it doesn't come back in your hand. It just have the celestial now, and it is a nerf on her second skill tree. Here on the greatsword Aquila, so it is 100%, 150% damage to everyone if vulturization is in the hand, cost +1, deal increased damage. It deals a little bit more damage if you have like 1 vulturization in your hand, so it is like a win-win situation, win-loss. It is a bit nerf, but it is good. The reason why it is nerf, it is because it costs 1, so it doesn't trigger our celestial card anymore. So what does celestial card? What celestial card are automatically used if you are using 1 +2, 2 or more cost card. So you cannot trigger it with Greatsword Aquila anymore, but it is still really decent. Overpowered got a nerf as well. Before it was a celestial, so at the time you are using a 2 or more cost card, this card would actually be playing himself. Now it is reduced. The shield is the same, is still 200, as you can see, 200, but now it applies 1 tenacity to all enemy instead of 2. So a little bit of nerf here, still really usable. And our rally card got changed too, because before it was 200 shield, so too much shield for Khalipe, and now it's only 120. And our full salvo, it is not used anymore. It is now an absolute protection one. Before it was doing damage to everyone. That was so freaking broken. This is like one of the main reasons she was really broken. Like full salvo with Greatsword Aquila and a lot of neutralization. She was AoE every single wave. It was so freaking easy. Now it grants a massive amount of shield by X and grant retain to all cards in hand. So every single card you have in hand, if you're playing this card, they are going to steal in your hand. So this is a massive changes for Khalipe, but honestly, like I said, it is like a win-win situation for me. Like our damage is a little bit less, but I think overall our shield capacity is still like really on top, and she is again one of the top character in the game. She is really useful and can like go through content really like kind of easily. She is like a go-to if you don't have her right now. Like if you are going to be doing your summon here, rescue, and on this banner here, I would highly suggest like kind of like grab Khalipe if you don't have her. If you don't have her after 300. She is really versatile. She is really good. She does shield and damage. So yeah, Khalipe is still one on the top, even with all the nerf and changes to her kit. Next, we have Magna. Magna got a little changes. So where is Magna? Magna here. Now I have the English cards. Cool. Let's see. So Magna, what does it change? Was she affected by any changes? We will see. So her first card got a little bit of nerf damage here. And her shield too. So she was shielding a little bit more before on the playtest, but now she is shielding a little bit less, but it is what it is. She is still like the queen of the shield for me. The glacial iron fist got changed a little bit. It is a buff. Actually, it is a buff, so so it is really good. Ice wall got nothing changed. This one got nothing changed. This one got nothing changed as well. So overall, she didn't change really much, and she got a buff on her ultimate skin, ultimate damage. Really nice. I keep losing this page. So she doesn't like reduce mass counter anymore. She just deal more damage the more counter she have on her. So overall, Magna, well, didn't really receive a nerf except for like her basics card here, but she actually got a kind of buff with the glacial iron fist. So this is the main like kind of damage for her. So this is one of her main cards to go when you're playing her for dealing damage. If you're playing her for like shielding and stuff, I will be like more concentrating on the ice wall and the frost charge because it applies vulnerable to all enemies. So she fulfill more a role of tank and support with those cards. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. So overall, Magna is still on top for tanking. She is for me the character that is like future proof right now. In what I mean by that is that she can fill any protection role that you need for your team. You can replace anyone. You can replace Maribell. You can replace kind of Khalipe for this role for shield. She is really good. So next up we have Rin. Rin have a massive change from the playtest to the actual game. So our card what is kind of the same, but the real changes is those cards here. Her unique cards. So our unique cards changed a little bit. So the first one here, the Dark Mist Secret Art Destruction. Before it was obtain 2 cloud stands, obtain a dark stance and draw 2 cards. Now it's one, you draw only 1 card, unfortunately. So you draw less card for that. Our second unique ability, well, got a little change as well. It is a little bit of a nerf of our damage, unfortunately, but really still usable. And our ultimate card here, our last unique, have a little bit changed as well. She is dealing less damage. As you can see, it was 160% before, now it's only 80%. But overall, with all the like her epiphany stuff, like for single target DPS, she's still really good. That doesn't affect her that much. You have to actually draw cards with her. You have to keep her stance up, so you don't want to actually do damage on the enemy when you are in stance, otherwise you're going to lose the stance. So this is like kind of all the gimmick about Rare. Her ultimate cost a lot. It costs 6 ego point, so keep in mind that it will cost you a lot, but her ultimate does a lot of damage, does vulnerable, and have really nice animation. Orlea here. Orlea got changes as well. Yep, she is a little bit changed. Orlea. So, well, get that. So for now, it is the same, but the unique card changed a little bit here. here, the animation. But overall, overall Orlea didn't got any like huge changes, except for a little bit of like the art of her cards and the art of their creation. Otherwise, nothing really changed that much. We have like this card, this Epiphany, that just got changed, and all of her creation card here, the actual like art on them changed as well. As you can see, it's a little bit different here, and here it's a little bit different here. So otherwise, no huge changes for Orlea. Mei Lin here, well, she got some changes, and I kind of like her more that way. She is less of a like huge nuker, like if you had her eco point before, but now, well, she actually, oh, let me just show you here. So she does more or less damage with her Flame Dragon Jewel. As you can see, before it was 40%, now it is only 20%, but it is far than enough. 20% is really good. It's reducing her damage, but she is still really awesome. And now we have, well, this spell didn't change. It's still 100% 200 and 1 hit combo. This spell didn't change either. This changed. So before it was for 2 turn increase your weak point damage by 100% on defeat, gain 2 action point, which was really too good. Really too good. You defeat one enemy, you have increased power. It's a free 2 action point. Now when using a card, plus 20 damage for 1 turn. So this is way more like balanced because before it was way too good. Way too good. And now our ultimate, like our ego skill, got a little change as well. Before it was for 1 turn, gain 100% critical chance and a 200% critical damage increase, which was crazy. Really crazy. Now our ego skill is plus 1 hit to the next 4 basic. So each time you're going to play a basic card, 4 basic cards have 1 additional hit, so each of the single one here. So you're going to get freaking extra hit. So extra hit means extra damage for 4 cards, which is really nice to have with her. And her Epiphany changed a little bit with the Flame Dragon Jewel, as you can see. I'm going to open like the last one. It changed a little bit, but overall it is kind of similar, so it doesn't affect her that much. And it was now her ego skills and her spirit of aromata that changed the most. So yeah, overall she's still really good, and I wished I had her. Like, I have Renoa, which is my favorite character on the game, but Mei Lin is second, and after it is Magna, and I only have Renoa. I don't have Magna or Mei Lin, so I'm a bit sad, but it is what it is. Veronica didn't really had any changes. I mean, it is kind of all the same. Like, she's doing the absolutely the same thing. So the thing with Veronica, you want her as a support. She's not really a main DPS situation here. What you want to do, well, if you're playing her with Mei Lin like a lot of AoE damage, you want to actually grant Giant Ballista for her. What he's going to do at the end of the turn, 120% extra attack to all enemies. So Veronica will supporting you with AoE damage. So yeah, no changes, like minimal changes to Veronica. So from the playtest to the official launch, she is well balanced already. Renoa, my girl here. My girl, well, some of the cards may be changed on the official game because, well, I have upgraded her. So it is not basic 120, it is basic 100. So keep that in mind. It is only because mine is a little bit more upgraded. This is why she have more stats. But basically, she kind of deal the absolute same thing that before, except the resolution assault. She got a little bit of a nerf, but buff, and at the same time, because now this card doesn't exhaust anymore, so it will come back into your hand when you shuffle. So that's really good for her. And our ultimate is going to be 300% move. A little bit of change for our ultimate or ego skill. It's the same damage, but now before it was draw all dirge bullet from drop pile and graveyard. Now it is move all dirge bullet from the pile. It's a little difference on the phrasing here, but so yeah, so little changes for for Renoa. Hugo got a little bit of change too. It doesn't affect him that much, but yeah, he is still one of the best like single target DPS in the game with a lot of extra attack, as you can see here. A little bit of the nerf from the damage. Instead of 110, it is 100%. This skill is absolutely the same. Here is the same. Here it's the same. Here it's the same. Here is the same. So yeah, Hugo didn't got really any changes from his original kit from the playtest. The only thing that that changed actually was like his card a little bit here. His Epiphany card changed a little bit for the fan of Dagger, but that's it. That's it, man. This guy is balanced. Now he is really good. His design is really good. I took him for my actual logo, YouTube logo. This guy is really awesome. So yeah, and I don't have him. I don't have the character that I really like. Okay, Haru. Well, that was her kid before. She wasn't existing, so yeah, it doesn't really matter. So now she's there. Haru is one of the best single target DPS in the entire game. The way that she actually works is that you want to anchor pointer, so you're going to pick up your anchor shot, which is our main DPS here. So the more anchor shot you use with her, the more damage you're going to do. And if the target have a shield, pulverize. Well, what does pulverize? It does 20% more damage if the target have a shield. So Haru overall is really good. She didn't change from the playtest to the official game because she wasn't there at all. And well, now that she is here, everyone, like a lot of people kind of play her with Khalipe and Mika because she grants a lot of damage. Kayron got a little bit of changes. He was kind of the freaking nuker of all time, but now like his wording got a little bit different and it can change a little bit of his damage as I saw when playing him. So it is no more void card, it is futility card, but the damage is a little bit better now than was before. And here the nerf, and we got a little bit of the nerf from his AoE attack, Brain of Annihilation. Here it was 360% damage to everyone. Now it is at 300. Here we don't have a maximum stack anymore. It is just more damage per exhaust futility card. The futility card are these ones that you are going to create as you play Kayron. Oath of Vanity. So it changed all your fertility card into an attack and healing card from the cost of 1. No change from that. And now instead of creating 5 void card, it is creating only 3. So this is a little bit of the change, but it is what it is. Kayron is still really good. at dealing DPS. This guy does a lot of damage, AoE damage with Brand of Annihilation. This is like his main freaking damage here. And yeah, Kayron didn't got like really affected that much from the playtest and the official launch. A lot of him like didn't change. It is a little bit of a nerf from the Brand of Annihilation, but beside that, he is really good and can be paired with a lot of character as well. Nia got a little... Now, well, we are at the 4-star now. So Nia got a little bit of changes. Yes, she got changed kind of a lot. Now, before she was dealing a little bit more damage. She was actually healing a little bit more. She was dealing damage before. Now, actually, she is not dealing that much damage. She is more like a real support. She she increased disable. She makes you draw cards. She makes you actually see what's coming next with like reveal 3 random cards and stuff like that. She is a more field for the support role that she is meant to be. So a mass for her, I think it is a buff that she got with all the remove damage that she was doing before. She is more like a support healing type of character, which is really what she's made for. So overall, that affect her I would say a lot between the playtest and well the official launch, but she is better that way for me. Selena, I won't show I can show it, but it doesn't really change that much. She just apply less mark with her targeted spotted, and these ones actually the real changes are her 4 unique cards. So this is the before on the my guide. This is the before, and this is what we actually get on the official launch. So here we actually mark a random enemy instead of marking the enemy that we are attacking 2 times, but we gain a little bit more extra damage. Here we apply 1 weakness. This is the same, but we deal less damage with this spell. We gain less shield now, and we do tenacity damage to 1 enemy. Now, before it was something else a little bit, and our sniper sector is now the sniper's domain, which actually increase the mark damage that you are doing by 40% instead of when you perform an extra attack, deal tenacity damage. So mark damage, you're going to deal a little bit more damage with her. I think now she is really more feeling her role as a support DPS, a support for whatever unit you are playing. She is really well paired with Mei Lin because, well, she applies mark, which increase so you do kind of extra attack. She applies passion weakness. Mei Lin applies passion weakness as well, so you are going to break your enemy and gain extra AP way faster with this combo. She is really good. I really like her design. Unfortunately, I don't have her. all the character, a bunch of character that I wanted to actually play with this account, I don't get her. I don't get him. So Tressa, she got a little bit of changed from the wording of what she was doing before, and a change for her curse. Instead of dealing 2 agony, it is only doing 1, which is okay. A little bit of a nerf here, but that's kind of it. And instead of creating 3 shadow daggers with her ultimate, she now creates 2. So that is okay. I think we are missing some information on Tressa card actually, because when I am using her ego skill, she actually apply agony. So like before it was wording this, and now it is wording like this, but it still applies agony. So I'm not sure how that works. Maybe it is a mistake from the devs, but yeah, it doesn't only like create 2 shadow daggers, it actually applies some agony as well on the enemy. So no huge change for her except of that. So she is still really good as a DPS and an agony spammer. Yeah, she is the go-to if you want to actually play with Hugo, because her shadow daggers are 0 cost, and well, you're going to attack, apply agony with shadow daggers, and then, well, our boy Hugo is just going to like use his hunt to do extra attack on each of your single shadow daggers. So shadow dagger costs 0, but you do an attack from the shadow daggers, you do damage from the agony, and you do damage from the extra attack of our boy Hugo, which is really huge. It is now time to talk about Amir. Amir, well, she didn't got like any really huge changes whatsoever. She is still the one that is not that good. So for the basic card, where it is all the same, and on her rest of her kit, it is actually all the same too. Which is not good. Well, she didn't have any good buff, any good nerf. She is still like on the bottom for her role. She is not really good as a tank. She's not really good as a support that much, because she don't really apply a lot of shield, and that's kind of what you want with her. You want to apply shield, but you cannot apply shield, so you have to pair her with another shielder in order for her to kind of really shine a little bit more. So yeah, that's kind of about it. So now we are going to talk about Lucas. Lucas, well, is the brother of Luke, and well, he didn't got any real changes except for his flamethrower. They nerfed it a little bit because it was doing a little bit too much damage earlier on the playtest, and his RPG got a little bit of change. So now before it was like when you exhaust bullet card, deal 50 damage like plus extra attack all enemy. Now it is a little bit more simple. When bullet cards are exhausted, well, you deal an extra 40% fixed damage. Whenever you, well, use a bullet, he is going to do his RPG. Actually. So right now this is an upgrade, so it lasts like all the fight that you are on it right now when you are using it. So it is really nice and really fun to use. His ultimate is actually the same thing as before. Now let's go straight to our girl Maribell. Maribell have a little bit of changed, but not that much actually. So let's take a look here. So mine is upgraded because I use Maribell, but before it was that. So her ego skills is actually the same. I can show you, is actually the same here. Close that. And her next card, the one that really like kind of change is Shelter Strike here. It's a little bit more different. It's now doing fixed damage equal to her own shield, and the Maribell Shelter MK2 that changed a little bit here. Now it does damage and actually gives you fixed damage, but now we have the info that it does not exceed 20%. So overall, she is, well, she didn't get any changes. She is still the best tank, 4-star tank in the entire game. She is really awesome. She's She can be used if you don't have Magna. She can be used if you don't have Khalipe or any shielder. She is the real shielder in the game so far. And she does counterattack as well. So nothing really changed for Maribell. Mika. Mika is the top the top of the top unit in the game. She can be used in every single composition, as you already maybe know it. She is free and she rolls, man. She have really nice synergy with everyone because she is providing us with AP, and AP is, well, the action point. If you don't have action point, you don't do cards, you don't do shit. So this is why she is really good. One of her cards that changed is a tactical analysis. So now it gives one wave and for one turn plus 50 healing. So that's it. That's the kind of only thing that changed. And her blessing of wave, she is now, well, dealing a little bit less of healing, but overall she is the GOAT for AP regeneration and healing you. She is really awesome, and her whirlpool does actually kind of decent damage and, well, heal you the more target you actually hit. So this is really great to have if you are playing tactical analysis before. So it increases your healing. Then you go on whirlpool, you're going to heal a lot. Beryl got a little bit of change. She got a little bit of nerf on her attack because she was doing a little bit too much damage on the playtest with her opening found and charge shot. So opening found is now reduced to 120 damage instead of 160. So this is a little bit of a nerf for her damage, but she is still usable, especially with Orlea. Orlea Magna Beryl is kind of the go-to if you want to play Beryl for main DPS. And our charge shot here, well, the preserve, the retained damage has been nerfed a little bit, but beside of that, it is kind of good either. And our like ultimate card here, well, instead of creating one opening and one charge shot, well, now you have one of like, is either one opening found or one charge shot that is granted by this card. Otherwise, her ultimate is actually the same, and her epiphany is kind of similar as well. So she didn't got that kind of a nerf, she didn't get that kind of a buff either. She is pretty much the same as we know her from the playtest. Our boy Cassius got a little bit of changes, but this guy is the go-to if you want to draw cards. You can draw cards like kind of indefinitely almost, because it is what it is. This guy makes you draw a lot of cards. So some of his card changes, like the art style of this, but otherwise it is kind of similar. This guy prevents you with a lot of draw power and even reduce the attack of the enemy. This one is a little bit nerfed. It was -5 morale before, now it is -3 to all enemy, which is a little nerf, but overall it doesn't affect his ability, well, to draw cards. He does draw a lot of cards. So this guy doesn't got a massive change except of his like art style of his card, and some of the quests are a little bit different, but overall you always play this guy to draw a card, or if you really like his design and play style, this guy makes you draw a card. It doesn't change from the playtest at all. It is the go-to if you're like playing Ren, you want to like draw your stance in order to, well, deal damage. Well, Cassius is your man. Owen, no change at all. This guy is well balanced. It is a small DPS. He is ready, kind of like good if you actually have the good amount of card with him, and if you have good manifest ego like this one, the 2. So each time you are going to like draw a wind charge, you're going to attack every single enemy. So this can like, if you can draw this card kind of like a lot. So you draw wind charge, you draw wind charge like this one, make you actually draw wind charge, so you can spam AoE attacks on the enemy. And there is nothing that kind of changed with him, except like one epiphany card, but it doesn't stand like a huge buff or debuff or nerf. He is staying the same as we know him from the beta. Ray got a little something like I don't know how to say it, but her card changed a little bit. The phrasing, the wording of this changed a little bit. Now she got a buff on her skill here, so she is dealing more damage. Otherwise, she is kind of the same girl you maybe already know. Some of her epiphany card changed, like this one. I think, yeah, this one changed a little bit. This one changed. Now it is plus 40% damage for void cards. So if you are pairing her with void combatant, she is really good too. And like if you're pairing her with Kayron or Renoa, she can really shine. And I think it was this one, yeah, this one for one turn plus 50% damage to void attack cards. So those one are the really go-to if you want to play Ray with a composition of void unit. So this is how that really changed between, well, the playtest and, well, what we know so far of the go, like the official launch of the game. If this video, well, helped you like find who is now better with something, what changed, what changed between the playtest and what we've got so far, what can be improved, and it gives you an idea of if the tier list that you saw on the playtest was differs now. Well, hit the like button right now, subscribe for more Chaos Zero Nightmare content, join the Discord channel, and as for me, I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.